Hi, my name is Cade Coppinger. I am a junior finance major here at Texas A&M, and I'm from Fairview, Texas. My Aggie story stems from my grandfather. He was a class of 55, and I just remember vividly getting to hear from him as I grew up what A&M meant to him. And so didn't grow up with a ton of other Aggies in my family, but he really left an impact on me, and I saw the value of what A&M is and what the traditions and just the Aggie experience means to students. And so that's been a big part of my story. And when it came down to senior year, I really was attracted to the community and the type of people that were at A&M, and still I've just been blown away for the experience that I've had here at College Station. I'm involved with Brotherhood of Christian Aggies. I serve on the exec board with them. Love being in Maroon Coats as well, and then I'm still currently involved in Student Government Association right now as the chief of staff. A big reason why I want to run for student body president was because I really early on identified in college that I wanted to find a place that I had found outside of SGA, and I found that within my men's org. But then I also thought that I realized there was these social circles and these groups that existed at A&M, and I really wanted to find an opportunity to really get plugged in outside of that. And I thought SGA was a really good way of that. Didn't fall under one social sphere or one group, but it really represents the entire student body. And I think serving as student body president, kind of as I came into freshman year and identified that as one of my missions to get involved in outside of it. SGA served that for me, and I've just seen the potential that it has and that it continued to have. And I think in the role of SBP, I could really find ways to unify the student body and try and serve and advocate on behalf of students to admin and continually invest back into this place that has given me so much. And I feel like the things that kind of make me qualified are just that I have experience outside of SGA and serving in leadership, just being vice president and I'm with my men's org right now, but then also have gotten to see the past 3 student body presidents. I've been on their cabinet and been underneath them, and I've seen some things that have worked, and I just feel like I've really gotten to learn from them and their investment in me, and I really am excited at the prospect of potentially serving in this role. A few of my platform points are kind of broken up into different categories. My first one is unifying campus leaders. I really think that if we can get a semesterly event gathered together within SGA where we have campus leaders coming from all different sides of campus, whether that be core, IFC, CPC, engineering, cultural organizations. I think if we can get all these people together at least once a semester, they can collaborate with one another, bounce ideas. I think we could see a lot of opportunity for organizations to work together and unify these social spheres that I was kind of talking about earlier behind my why. But then also really giving SGA an opportunity to say, hey, if you ever need anything, please contact us. And I think that would really give the university and SGA a really good opportunity to work together, and that way we can be better listeners. I also am extremely passionate about enhancing the student experience. And I really feel like that looks like in a few ways. Digital IDs, working on seeing if we can work on parking progress. I know that's one area that we could really improve upon. But then also free Scantrons. And we were so close. We had free Scantrons for like a week, and I know we had some changes in the provost, but I really feel like that's something that we can work together at with admin and make happen. But then also with the digital IDs, I know I kind of have talked about it on my platform a lot. Within the role of student body president, I really can't make any promises because there is no direct power. But I really feel like I can advocate and come in the room and say, hey, can we get a 3 to 5 year plan, or at least creating a backup plan of having a virtual ID instead of a physical ID. That's one area I really am passionate about. And then thirdly, international students, 7,000 international students on campus. I've been hearing from a lot of them it takes 15 business days on average to get paperwork back that's critical for their experience, whether they're going to work or travel or anything of that sort. And I think if we could just really work with admin on trying to bolster up support in ISSS, but then increase communication with them and just be an advocate support group for that community, something that I'm really passionate about. And then lastly, the area I got to focus on is being Vice President of External Relations. The past 2 years working with other schools such as Prairie View, A&M, we have an exchange program that I've been working on for the past year or so, and I think that we can really see progress moving forward with that. And then also just doing food drives with other SEC schools and things of that sort. And then lastly, one area that I really think we can improve is trying to see if we can use the dining dollars that transition after every year. I think if we could really use that and dedicate that towards the 12th can or either food insecurity scholarships, we as students could practice the gift of giving, but then also really invest back into the Aggies who just need some more support. So that's kind of my platform and a few things I'm passionate about. I feel like students should vote for me just because I want to be the best listener. I'm not going to make the promise that I want to be walking in the room and be the main voice, but I think I want to gather and listen from all 74,000 students that make up this campus. I'm going to continue to advocate for them to the best of my ability and walk into the room with admin with humility and just knowing that SGA is serving as a support system for the organizations that already exist. And if I can be a part of that, that would just be a great honor and a privilege. I think I would hang out with Earl Rudder, actually, just because I often, when we give tours, I talk about Rudder Tower and how that like reflects Point Du Hoc and the exact height of around 110 feet or so. The 2nd Ranger Battalion back at D-Day, and I think that's a really influential fact that I think really is close to my heart and just kind of what A&M means to me. But I think getting to hear from him and just like his experience in the military and leading Texas A&M, he's obviously a really influential part of what A&M is, and I think that would be somebody that I'd really want to learn from. Choose Cade.